Let's check for the audio to come on. And here we are, welcome. Perfect, no echo here, we don't need it. And finally everything is set up correctly, it's working. About the chat window, I probably have to maximize. Yeah, here it is. And we're going for another match of Sturmovik. I hope I'll be able to play online, because yesterday it's been difficult. This game has even a smaller player base than I suspected. But it's worth a try in any case. I'll try to engage all the various chat applications. I'll go with Discord. I'll also use TeamSpeak, since it seems to be the standard for this game. For some reason, every simulator has its own. If we're still not finding anyone like yesterday, I'll go back to single player. In which case, I tell you in advance, I will be then sure to play with labels, because in my opinion it's the only way to be competitive in single player. The kind of situation you meet just don't allow for you the extra time you need for identifying planes with VR, unless you're extremely skilled or know them by heart, which is not my case. But we will see how it develops. I hope we don't get to that. I'll try to play multiplayer first. Let's go to multiplayer here and dogfight. Let me look 1 second at the stream. It seems to be working alright, indeed it is. So, this is the usual interface. Ooh, look at that, 50 players. 50 players. I think today we'll be able to play online. This is cool, man. Finally. So these are the guys that use Discord, if I'm not mistaken. Let's try and see if they're indeed on Discord. Yesterday it was empty, but we didn't have so many players yesterday. What the hell did I start? I started the media player. Remove that thing. Okay. It should be one of these servers. No, this is combat box. Huh. Well, it will say probably in the server message. It's now loading. Okay, I can keep looking for it. Well, it's one of these probably. It's win PUBG with Dynamics. VT, Pavlov, DCS. It's here. It's here. Okay, I look straight into the game. So many applications running. And what does it say? There should be a Discord, I'm sure of it. Ah, no, these are the ones with TeamSpeak. Okay, that's the reason I didn't find it. Combat Boxers Discord. This is the one where they all spoke Russian. Let's see if today we are luckier than that. Since there are more. Server list. No, you just say connect. It's already configured. And I had push to talk on P, I seem to remember. Okay, there were Russian here. Russian. There was a separate for English speaking. Yeah, they're both empty. No. But this, for instance, it sounds Italian, this name. Let's try and see if the blue has.
Channel switch.
Есть, вышел.
I also name myself.
Ну, скоро уже зайдем 3.22.9.
This is a very Russian channel. Let's go to the other one.
Channel switched.
No one speaking. I will try to keep myself in there. I wanted to play the red in any case, but let's see how the server is. Hi, Kurt. Hi, welcome. No, don't think it's... I didn't mean to make you worry. I'm sorry if I expressed myself too much in a brusque manner this morning. I didn't mean to get you so much worried. There is nothing, no offense taken, really.
Disconnected from your channel.
Besides, we're always having fun together. It's far from me or wanting to think badly. Well, okay, everyone is speaking Russian, as always, so we might as well play the Russian but not speak with anyone, that's the usual. But with 50 players, I mean, today it won't be a completely empty and barren battlefield, that's very much unlikely. I'll pick the lag since it's the most familiar plane, and I'm less likely to break the engine. We're also carrying rockets by default, and I say you, why not? Let's go with the rockets. Man, you don't have to apologize, really. I know what you meant. It's just a frame of mind. Each of us is different. It's only that I'm kind. Sometimes I want to listen myself only, as they say. Wait a second, I'm a bit too forward. In any case, I can assure to you, no offense was taken in any case. And that's it. Let's start the engine. By the way, Kurt, do you know this game? This is another cool World War II game. I'll close the canopy now. And I think it was X, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. One look at desktop 2. It's working. Back to desktop 1. Whoop. This is the harder game. Someone says this is pod racing. You see, we're again in Star Wars season. So they came out. The Star Wars people. This is pod racing, yeah. Why not, man? Let's try to center ourselves on the runway. Also, there's a guy stopped there for some reason. And of course, having to stop for fear of hitting him made me spin the plane. And also break it. No, I was luckier than that. And now I'm pointing in the right direction. That's too cool, man. That's too cool. I'll respond to you, Kurt, in a second. Wait. A minute I've got my hands full with this handful leg. It's not the leg of the game, I mean just the plane, it's named leg. This is another game where you don't have to really care much for where the runway is. As long as you go straight, you're going to be in there. And good thing I didn't break the plane. So, good luck, Auntie. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Don't worry again. Really, you don't have to even say that you're sorry. Nothing happened. It was just me. Okay. And now that we have sorted that out, or so I hope, let's go and hunt indeed. We're on the Soviet side. I will disable this, because otherwise I cannot see the map. And already I see one of our airfields is under attack due south, Rogachevo. Already you can see how much better. BF, you are idioten. they're very welcoming in this game to newcomers. I mean, guys, don't be such elitists. Don't fly over zone. Well, no, it's not that what I'm speaking about now. I'm speaking mostly about yesterday. This game has a community that is very, how do I say it? One piece. It's made of one piece. Basically, it's steel armor, and they only seem to see things the wrong way. So I got some criticism, for example, as I was saying, for the fact that I use the labels in single player. In my opinion, I see nothing wrong with it. I mean, what's the problem? If it's more fun like that, I'm going to play like that. The purpose in the end is that. Why do you play simulator? For some it's a way of reliving ancient battles, and that can also coexist with the fact that you want to make things a bit easier for you. That's not going to be a problem in any case, for as long as we're in multiplayer. This is all set to full maximum realism. And it's the reason it takes more time than Warthunder, because the map is so much bigger. It's everything, it's more realistic and to scale. What are they saying now? I wonder if I get soon sniped again. It's been 2 days. 2 times in 2 days. Yesterday one here, and this morning were cut, but it was well meaning. He wanted just to make a joke, as he was saying. And no offense was taken, of course. Someone is named The Meme Man. I've never seen so many players on a Sturmovik server. I don't know why. It's the same time as yesterday. Yesterday was completely empty. And look at this. I bet today we won't have problems to find action, even in the full server. Or at least we can try. I should be able to see the airfield soon. Here it is. Here it is. And the icon tells me that it should be indeed under attack, because there's the marking of a bomb blinking. Let's try to go a bit higher. I love also to manage the temperature of the engine. I'm opening a bit of the radiator. And now gaining altitude. Oh, don't pull the stick too much. What happens? They changed something with the lag. I noticed it also yesterday. It's a bit harder to keep it in the air. It tends to the right. At first I thought I had problems with the joystick calibration, but it's not that. It just got more torque than before, or rather should I say torque effect. What I don't see though is the enemy attacking the airfield, despite the icon, and in fact the icon is now gone. Okay, let's overfly the airfield towards the enemy zone. We have a nice series of objectives. I'm also carrying rockets, so that's another good thing. We can actually go and attack the ground units. Let's see how it goes. seems mostly empty. Someone says he's at Arty and needs help. Arty is down there. Okay, we're on the other side of the map. I will fly towards the enemy airfield and convoy. The convoy is friend. Do I see contrails? No, it's just the shape of the clouds. Let's try to gain some more altitude, just to be sure. Also here we have to actually look at the true instruments. So the altitude is there, okay. I'm below 1000, that's far too low. Overheating again. Open the radiator another bit. Well, that's bound to be necessary now when climbing. Let's close also the throttle then. But look how it pulls to the left. It's completely different. I actually had thought, at least once, that it seemed to pull much less than it should. In fact, these planes were, for some aspects, harder to fly in Warthunder than here. And now they changed it. They changed it a lot. For the lag, it's true. Enemy airfield spotted at the Rogachevo airfield. Again, that's where I am, man, but I don't see anything. I wonder what he's speaking about. Nothing there. Also, that's the blind spot of my tracking, as you can see. Very nauseating effect. Everyone's speaking on chat, but they keep doing it in Russian. So this game does have actually a player base. It's just that it's Russian. And unfortunately they don't speak English. No, I don't see it. Honestly, I don't see the enemy attacking the airfield. He's writing something very long-winded. I see something. Well, it's heading the same way as me. Probably it's a friend, but let's go and check it out. Or at least try to, since it's going the same way. Won't be easy to catch up. You see how much harder it is to spot things here. I think Warthunder actually makes planes bigger the farther they are, so you can more easily spot them. And yes, someone taking a dive at the thing, so I guess that must be the enemy and it's the friend. Got really scared now. Is that German? Is that German? It looks very German to me. It has the yellow coal of the engine. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's a... Is that an I-60? Where are you going with that tiny Mickey Mouse plane? I love it, by the way. It's such a cool design. Plane from the 30s. Here you are. He's making aerobatics of some kind. Or is he actually evading an enemy that will now dive for my tail? I'm getting a little worried. I don't know what he's doing. He's just having fun. Light-heartedly with his little plane. Let's leave him to his machinations. Ah, now he's firing. But that's still him, right? No, that's... what is that? That could be an enemy, I guess. I have no idea. If it was an enemy, I think I would be dead. Didn't have the time to identify. If this were Warthunder, we will immediately know if it was an enemy, due to the lack of label, but doesn't work like that. It's run into the clouds and completely disappeared now. So that's a bit disconcerting and worrying. Keep a close eye, but honestly, I'm starting to wonder, could he lie in wait for me? Here he is. Here he is. Or those... No, those are shots from the ground, aiming presumably at him. So he is indeed still in the cloud. And I'm also heading back for the airfield, by the way. Because I turned around when I got scared due to his presence. But it's also a problem of the plane. It doesn't want to fly straight, classically. I see the shots, but I don't see him. Now, let's try to keep this blasted plane straight. Maybe I'll even use the autopilot. No longer works. No longer works. Completely different. I find a different environment since I used to play on this server. Even less forgiving if possible. See a lot of people speaking Russian. Our artillery has been destroyed. Yeah, there was a guy saying it was under attack. Tell you what, since I have the rockets, I'll go towards the enemy airfield and shoot some rockets at parked planes. That's bound to count for some points. While hoping that possible enemies doesn't come swooping down from the clouds. It's not that far by now. Now the other airfield is under attack. Bikovo, it's the one where I took off from. Everything seems tranquil. You see how useful it is to have the zooming mod even in VR. I don't know why they disabled it for Warthunder. It doesn't make any sense if you ask me. Okay, to the right there should be the convoy, whereas the enemy airfield is in front of me. And already I can see it. You see this big hangar? The fact that the hangar is still standing means that probably we have ground targets to attack, but that's bound to have a lot of anti-air defenses. So we have to be careful. Also, the thing about this game is that as soon as you open fire, you're very visible compared to what you are normally. Whereas in War Thunder, you're always visible because, as I said, it magnifies planes. At least it does it in VR. Here, the moment you shoot, it's a complete different matter, and everyone's going to aim for you. But let's see how it goes. Again, I must say it seems half empty. And it's strange because there are so many people online. It's a matter of the map dimension, I bet. Look at this, 50 players, I mean. You can't have 50 players in a War Thunder match. And yet we see none. It's like a battle royale in that. It's like when you're doing the initial phases in PUBG and you wonder, well, where is everyone? They're there. They're looking for you and they're very, very armed and dangerous. But if we don't meet them, it's not going to help the stream at all. Oh, I'm overreading again. Let's close the throttle linear. I also wouldn't like to go with full radiators over the airfield because it increases drag and makes you less maneuverable. Okay, so I will not go for the hangar because it's far too big. That's something you have to destroy with the bombs. But I can shoot a rocket or two at the parked planes that are presumably put along that line. Let's see how it goes. While checking if enemies are about, but apparently there's none. We're going to take the risk and live with the danger. That's the name of the game. This is a parked plane, yeah. Did I destroy something? Well, we'll check later, I guess. There is no anti-air, seemingly. Also, now is the moment someone could come and attack me. It has happened to me more than once. But no one seems to be guarding the objective. Ha ha ha, that's your loss, I guess. I wish I knew how many rockets I carry. Here he comes, I knew it would happen. It happens all the time. Good luck he didn't have good aim. But now it will be difficult. Because I'm so low and slow. Where are you? Where did you go? That was a BF, by the way, I think. Oh my god, I can barely turn in this thing. I don't know what they changed, but it's much more difficult to hold it in there. Where did you go? Completely disappeared. That's extremely worrisome. Guys, I don't know where he went. It's the invisible stealth plane. That's crazy. Never happened to me. Now, usually when you don't see the enemy, he's right behind you. And apparently he's not there either. I think he only wants to boom and zoom on my head, and presumably he's waiting for me to go for the objective again, but doing that would be the worst choice at this point. So let's put some distance between. Here he comes! Here he comes! Fuel tank hit. He's boom and zooming, yeah. And unfortunately it has worked well for him, because now I'm right going for the ground. Well, at least we have shown some action. It was Eric GG. GG stands for good game, I guess. Well, I exposed myself, of course, when I went for the ground. Also didn't score from it. This sucks even worse. Let's try to take off on a different... I don't want to leave this server yet, because it has so many people online. Most of them seem to be spawning where I was. But let's go here, because there wasn't much action there. I'll go with the yak this time. Let's see if the yak keeps to the sky better. I wasn't very much convinced with the performance of the lag. They must have changed it. The yak should have an even more powerful engine, if I'm not mistaken. In any case, it feels like a more heavy plane. Look at the camo on that I-16. Strange, aren't they usually single color? It's probably customized. Let's close the canopy because we have it, unlike him. By the way, I cannot see the pilot. That's a bit strange. Looks like a ghost plane. And let's take off again, while hoping I can do better. Most people, you see, since it's so hard to taxi in this game, most people don't even taxi. They just start from where they are, they accelerate and take off. And I guess we could try and do the same. Probably it's the safest bet. When you start turning left or right, it's very easy to spin your plane. And if you close the throttle, when it starts to happen, it spins ever more. And now the RPM is to the max. I have PS3 eye camera. What was he saying? Some guy wrote like a poem. It was extremely long. I love to read it. Once we're in the air, I read it. Probably he wants to use the PS eye camera for eye tracking. That would be cool. And well, this is definitely a more powerful plane. Yeah, you can already tell it. By the way, it takes off. Let's see if it brings me good luck. Okay. We look at the chat 1 second. I have PS3 camera and then made my own ear LED thing, and the parts cost under 10 euros. Yeah, I want to use it for eye tracking. That's cool. I'll have to look into that. Well, I play in VR, but still it's a cool thing to have. Okay, once again we're in the air. While hoping it goes better. We still carry the rockets, but I don't know if I want to unload the rockets, because you see how it goes. It's typical of this game. The moment you shoot a ground objective, you're basically a huge blinking light, and everyone's going to aim for you. In any case, this is working much better. I don't know, the lag has something strange. The plane was lagging. This works like I remember. No longer goes left by itself and stays in the air. Maybe they added some extra controls you have to manually implement. I don't know, the engine wasn't working very well. Now with this one it's a different story. I see they're destroying the train platform. Well, there's a friendly train here. Possibly they're attacking it. I might play the same trick that guy played on me, if I find an enemy attacking the trains. Let's see if we can spot something. You always have to keep your eyes open here. There's no telling sign that the enemy is nearby. And that's another reason zooming is so useful. You know what? Probably they disabled it in Warthunder, because with the simplification the game has, probably being able to also zoom in VR will make you much too powerful compared to the other players. Because the increased battle sense of VR is really difficult overrated. It makes you much more aware of what you are in your surroundings. And if you could even zoom also in that game, probably would be even too much. It's overreading. It's not by accident that so many matches have a guy with VR in first place. It's the only genre really, I mean flight simulations, where it makes so much a difference. Even disregarding the fact that it's 10 times more fun. So, where is this train? Frogface is destroying a locomotive. Let's see if Frogface is in the enemy team. I don't see any Frogface. Here it is. Yes, yes, yes. Indeed. Then the train is under attack by this Frogface guy. And the train is close by. Could be our chance. So the train is to the left of the lake, within that little town, I guess. Strangely, I don't see the enemy. But now I see smoke in front of me. That could be him. Maybe it's damaged. It's the only sign in the sky, in any case. And there's nothing else. So. He's already having big difficulties, that guy. Also, I seem to see other things that are slightly... I don't know if you can see it in the stream. Now it's disappeared. Like sparkling little lights. Could be the reflex from the wings. The reflexes, I mean. Pushing the engine for as much as I can, but the guy has disappeared. Almost like he disconnected, actually. We're fine towards the enemy, right? This time we are. Ah, here he is. He's bombing, he's still bombing the train. Well, I don't know what he's bombing. Maybe that wasn't a bomb. Because there's nothing here. Perhaps he shot down someone. But he's also falling, it seems. What do I see? That's him. Does he look German to you? It kinda doesn't to me. Yeah, that's a friend going down in France. So, who killed him? Now, who killed him? I'll try to go straight upwards. That's very, very worrying. I see nothing. God, I love the sense of depth of this game. It really makes you feel like you're up high, much more so than Warthunder. I see no enemy. Maybe they killed one another, that's also a possibility. This is a game where if the engine is damaged, eventually you just fall. "50 players and it feels empty. Make these maps a bit smaller, guys. I'm speaking to the developer now. It's hopeless like this. We will never find one another. 50 players online. On the same server. You wouldn't believe it. Someone's destroying fuel storage. Park at the Il-2. Let's see if it's friend or foe. Here it is. It's again an enemy. So we can imply he's attacking the friendly airfield, which is straight south from here. But there's also the enemy convoy in front of me. I'd rather defend, honestly, than attack, because when you attack, have you seen how it ends? It's typical, really. What altitude are we at, by the way? Almost 2000, that's not bad. Again, I'm safe, for the moment at least. What are they saying? Putain de gamme de mer. I think that guy is French. Seems French sounding. Ronin has been killed. Putain de gamme. As we say in Italian, it's a francesismo, meaning a very mean-spirited and somewhat rude remark. It's a strange double sense, if you get my meaning. We got a history, the French and us. What do I see? I see nothing. Why even asking at this point? Let's go for the airfield. It was under attack after all. Not the one where the players spawn, it's actually an objective airfield. On the other side of this river system. I wish I could say I didn't expect this emptiness. Unfortunately, it's the usual thing. Probably works better if you're flying with friends. Maybe I could open the chat window again and see if someone came to the English speaking part of it. I can still keep an eye on my 6 while I'm doing this. Once you trim it, the yak goes by itself. It's a very hands-off kind of plane. So we're on the red side. These are all Russian channels. Wait, I'm losing too much altitude. This is the airfield, by the way. Here it is. So the enemy that was attacking it, if indeed is still here. Do you see anything, my viewers? Because I don't view anything, my seers, if you get my meaning. I don't know if they play on World works in English as well as I thought. From here there's tanks to the right. We're going to the enemy tanks. We might as well do a tour of the battlefield. Unless, that is, I indeed see the enemy. Well, I think this is an airfield that has taken some hits. I do see debris scattered around. Feels like less stutter, he says. Doesn't it? Well, kinda, I guess. That's just the road. I'll attack the tanks then with witch mode. That's the only way we can put ourselves in a more interesting situation, I guess. Otherwise I risk making you all fall asleep. We have to go to a different game mode. This doesn't work as a stream game. It's a real shame, because it would be so engaging if it did. And the map is just too big, even with 50 people online. Let's go to the tanks. I will suicide myself while shooting gallantry rockets at their armor, and presumably without effect, so we can go out with a bang. Nothing. It is always empty. However many players to join. Wait a second, I see a plane. I do see indeed a plane flying towards the enemy. It's not very apparent, but there is something above that woods. I'll accelerate as much as I can, open completely the throttle, increase the radiators. It's a difficult chase, it's still far. And... oh, I've lost him, it seems. We're in full enemy territory though. Now we can make a turn for the tanks, I guess, because it's disappeared. So the tanks should be here. In theory, you can destroy a tank with a Yax cannon if you hit it in the right way. I also have rockets, by the way. Let's try to spot the tank's position first. It's a medium-sized village with a big charge. They should stand to my left, more or less. Honestly, I see no tanks. Maybe outside of the city? Even the tanks cannot be found. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, this game. Sometimes it's like this. I see no tanks. Let's try to call the enemy a bit. I'll pretend I'm shooting at something. This is an objective after all. No tanks whatsoever. At this point I feel tempted to go straight to the enemy airfield, and maybe people actually do that. Nothing. Nothing. Enemy trains in 0819 square destroyed. Where is that? I don't see a train on the map. Let's just say Sturmovik multiplayer doesn't work as a streamable game. We should have known it to begin with. That was a lesson I should have learned yesterday. Let's go play the career. It's what I wanted to do in any case. I'll do one thing though. I want to disable the aiming reticle because it makes the game a bit too easy. That's true. And let's see if I can find the... Maybe it's graphics. No, it cannot be graphics. Flight interface. Instrument panel. Player messaging game. Full screen show HUD. Graphics, camera, sound, multiplayer. No, then it's made with the in-game controls. Okay, I guess. Go to career. We'll try to disable it later if I can do it indeed. Maybe I'll just turn off labels while I shoot. I actually wanted yesterday to fly the Mustang, and apparently I don't have a career for it. Let's fly the Mustang. We have to go to the Battle of the Rhineland, USA, and I want a Mustang. Let's go to the, I guess, second phase of it. P38, P47 doesn't have the Mustang. We have to go to the Battle of the Bulge. Here it is, P51. Remove the other two, and what I have left is either this base or this. It's the same base, it's two battalions on the same base. So pick one, it's the same. Where do I choose? No, you create your pilot in the next screen. I will be, of course, the commander of the unit, because otherwise we'll have to fly boring mission, and that's not an improvement from what we were doing already. We were already flying boring missions. Every time I try to stream Sturmovik or DCS ends like this. There's a reason I guess not many people stream these games. It's almost impossible to find engaging online games, multiplayer games, I mean. But the single player is also cool. You've probably seen it by now, but if you haven't, you will now see something cool. So, what's the mission? No mission, because the first die you only skip. You just came to the unit and you have to skip it. By the way, am I still visible? Okay. Lighting conditions have been horrible these days. A new day begins. Average weather. Temperature 0 degrees. My god, it's cold. What do we have here? Planning room. Escort the bombers. That's the boring mission I was speaking about. So, good thing the game is apparently intelligent enough not to put me in the boring mission, and I wholeheartedly agree. Let's not escort the bombers and proceed to the next day. In any case, it wasn't expected. The commander self-excludes himself from this kind of engagements. And now it's calculating the second day. No, that was... Ah, see what we have? Now the enemy has crossed the border and we're actually intercepting bombers. That's more my thing. Okay, there was a surprise there. And how does it work? We're starting from Ansk. And go straight there. There is no waypoint to move, basically, because it's an interception mission. Okay. How the realism? Start in the sky, yeah, I don't want to bore you further. Just go. Just a little loading and we'll be in mission. I might as well close the TeamSpeak, since it seems to hurt performance at least a bit. And we have to alt tab out of the... Ecco qua. Done. It's loading, don't worry. It does like this, but in fact you have to wait. So I hope. Well, usually this doesn't come up. I'll tell him wait. No, it's working, it's working. Almost there. Always has to keep you worried. But their drive light is blinking. Here it is. Here it is. What a strange flight path. Wasn't decided by me. Let's see the setup of the plane. I want to see how the... Look how many customization. I picked the best fuel, mirror, gyro gun sight. Should I pick the rockets also? Maybe to shoot some rockets at the bombers. Let's do it. There are bombers, I mean. It's a bit out of the standard procedure to fire rockets at bombers, but it can work. Hey, it looks cool, so let's try and do it. There we go. Single player Sturmovik, much better. Okay. Well, actually multiplayer is better. If, that is, you manage to play it. I'll immediately increase time compression. Look how cool the Mustang is. I never can get over it. And the rockets mounted like that. It's kinda crazy. Didn't expect to see these tubes under the wings. I don't think you can shoot rockets from the Mustang in Warthunder. Well, it's an older version of the plane. So we're flying the 2nd British Army. Of course, they're our allies. And it's 43 kilometers to the objective. Still a bit long-winded, I guess. Already I see stuff, though. It's much easier to find the enemy when the game actually wants you to. Is it normal that I smoke so much? I'm not so sure about it. Yeah, probably I was going too fast. Let's look. Right, here we have to worry about the engine. Let's look 1 second at the engine's characteristics. Specification. So, flight endurance, takeoff speed, engine mode, cruise, unlimited time is 2700 RPM. Where is the RPM? It's that. Okay, so I'm going a bit too fast actually. You have to stay like this. For the RPMs, I also can set them by here, not just the throttle. But this will do, I bet. This will do. And what was he saying? Did he spot the enemy? Yes, indeed. It even appeared on my map. That's new. He didn't do it. Maybe it's from the new DLC content. Ha! The moon is in my rear view mirror. It's kinda fun. Imagine the chances. Here are the bombers with their escort. It should be fun. I bet it will be. Oh my god, there's so many of them. I'll tell the wingman to engage. Attack nearest air target. What do you say? We go for the bombers or take out the escort first? I would try to shoot down at least one bomber before I do that. And look at the unholy labels. Well, guys, that's like 3 dozen enemy planes. How can I even survive without the labels? Also, this DLC is like 10 times harder than the standard game. So that's something to take into consideration if you want to start from here. Let's increase the RPM, otherwise I'll never catch these guys. Ooh, look at what we have here. Ah, these are the ME. They're the jets. Holy hell. They'll be much faster than me. There's a couple of jets. I think I hit him, but didn't down him yet. Well, it's not easy to catch a jet. But this goes low at low altitude. It's surprising, really. You would expect them to accelerate quickly, but they don't. They take their damn time. I'm too high in RPM. I'm afraid of breaking my engine. Let's stand for something else. It's damaged in any case. You can very easily break your engine here, unlike Warthunder. Someone destroyed the target, that's good, I bet. Burn Schroeder. Already it says mission completed, am I wrong? Return to base. Well, I'm not returning to base until I get at least one kill. Or I get killed, that's another way to return to base, albeit in a less glorious manner. It's the K for the newer BF. I don't know much about this. Oh! Oh! Bam! Completely exploded. How cool it is. There's another one down there. Oh, Anton Vape. I started to like the Mustang after all this training. Took me a while. He killed a friend, the bastard. He's killed one of our friends. He will have to pay for that. My esteemed wingmate. How dare you? Indeed, how dare you? Mr. Mueller. Oh! I think I brought my rockets for nothing, because whereas it said intercept bombers, here there are no bombers at all. And have you seen the tactics of the jets? What they actually did at the time, I believe, was to just accelerate and run away when something dangerous presented itself. That one is maneuvering in a dangerous way. Not now, fun. This is not a good time. Not dead yet. If I get very close, I might even try to shoot the rockets at the actual fighters. Can you imagine that? Let's deploy some flaps. Since we're fighting slow and at low altitude. Now. Yeah, destroyed indeed. Yeah. And down he goes. Well, he seems to be still in the air, but in fact he's dead. Orewashinde moiru, as someone used to say. But I mean, the primary mission objective is complete. We might as well conclude the mission. We're in friendly territory. Let's try to speed up matters. I want to do the highest number of missions possible. I don't want to bore you guys. That's also one of the reasons I keep the labels on. Finish. Let's see the name of the brave pilot that sacrificed himself for our country. I've been awarded an air medal, okay, 2 shots down, and a silver star medal. What about the debriefing of the mission? We lost poor James Baker. No, wait a second, he was wounded. I saw him go down, but he survived, so there's a good news. He didn't die. Well done, James Baker. We're proud of you. Survived to fight another day. And a new day, of course, begins. Poetic images of the tundra. Steps in the snow. -4 degrees. South wind 4 meters per second. Escort bomber, ground troops cover. They're both potentially boring, but let's do the escort bombers, because we will do it like this. I know how to make it interesting. That's survivalist into the boredom that this game can turn into, but by now I know how to prevent it. You just go with... where is the options I wanted? No. Unit HQ. I can't find it. I just wanted to put ammo on unlimited for the purpose of going around and hunt things. Well, we can do it all the same. And besides, I don't see the option. Maybe you can only choose it at the beginning. There's a lot of paint skills for display. Let's go with American Beauty. I like the name of it. Options. Career speed, difficulty. Let's have more activity. That's already interesting. I'll put it on medium. And then I guess the option for unlimited ammo is nowhere to be seen. Let's just escort these bombers and see how it goes. It's calculating the outcome of the ground troops cover mission, whereas I'm not flying, but this is a game that calculates everything. The campaign is fully dynamic, you see, at least in this game mode it is. Here's the realism option. I want unlimited ammo, because this will be a long-winded mission, so we might as well try to make it more interesting. And what else? For configuring the plane we can do after it has loaded. So, about the Mustang, I've discovered it's pretty hard plane to maneuver in most situations. Oh, look at that, did they upgrade? They updated more Tau. By the way, would you like to see this game in stream? Sturmovik is loading at the time now. It's a game I also enjoy in VR. But I digress. I wanted to go and look while it's loading to some information while it's already loaded. Wanted to see some tutorial on the plane, but we're already ready to fly. We are really ready to fly or something such. And about... we don't have every options here, probably because it's... well, I don't know. The mission we did was even earlier, so Maybe I didn't check the customization. We could do it earlier though. No better fuel, standard fuel, but the mirror we will have. And now we're in the sky, looking for action as always. And judging by the map, we should rendezvous very soon with the bombers. But I'm also using now manual engine management, so let's be careful not to go over 27,000 RPM. I will reduce both throttle and RPM level. No, that's too much. It's put the engine in combat mode. Yeah, we're about 27 now. That's cruise mode. And tell you what, I'll turn straight towards the objective. We will probably rendezvous with the planes soon, but we better scout ahead. I mean, it's not only better for you watchers, it's a legitimate tactic. That's the airfield we're supposed to have taken off from, and these are presumably the ground attack planes. I say it with a question mark. No, because they're over my left wing. I did increase the frontline activity, so it's probably another Allied flight. Very unlikely to be enemy. We're at maximum time compression, but as you might know, if you play Sturmovik, it's still not a very high time compression, like around 2 times, maybe 3. Even if it says more, it says 8 times, but that's absolutely untrue. Auto-leveling the plane. And now that we're pointing at the enemy, I can actually go and Google the plane, since we'll be able to check if something happens. I was speaking about the skins. Let's see what it says. Maybe I should go to the historical side more than the gamey one. It seems to be always relevant. We're going to get the Italian page from Wikipedia. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, I'm heading towards the enemy. What are they doing? There's a couple planes doing circles. Let's pick the English article. So it should have something about the capabilities of the plane. Design and development. Variants, surviving notable appearances. Apparently not. Operational history. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to see something about the flight characteristics. The Jag had such a paragraph, but this one doesn't seem to. Besides, we're now in enemy territory. I'll have to check more often. The P-51 was a solution to the need of an effective bomber escort. That's what we're doing today. So I guess it's already relevant. Reliable engine, an internal space for a larger than average fuel load. You see. However, the Allison engine in both the P-51A had a single-stage supercharger, but we're not flying the P-51A. I believe this is the D version. Let me check it. Should say here. Yeah, it's the D-15. Now I'm a little worried to go back to Wikipedia though, because we're overflying enemy troops. Still I do all that smoke, but I'm at 27 RPM, so I'm not doing anything strange. Also the radiator is automatic in this plane, so I don't see what problem could develop in the engine. I'm not going to worry about it. That's the point that has to be bombed, between Duisburg and Crofeld. See how high stakes it is. When you invest so much time just to get to the objective, you have to be very careful. If I die, it's going to look extremely bad. Still no sign of enemy planes. So it's the P-51D. Well, it's mentioned like 10,000 times within the article. The definitive version, the P-51D, was powered by a different engine, you see. An inline engine, Packard V1650, a license-built version of the two-speed, two-stage supercharged Merlin 66. So it's still deriving from the historical, iconic Merlin engine. Was armed with 650 caliber Browning machine guns. Only machine guns, not cannons, it seems. 6, yeah, 3 there and 3 over there. Now we're getting very close to the point. I better not divert my attention further. What is that, by the way? Probably controls the gyro gun sight. Fixed grid. No, fixed gyro. Ah, yeah. I wonder if there's a key that controls it. It actually... You could turn that to set the brightness of it. Then you have the throttle with an RPM lever right below it. What does my phone want? Keeps annoying me. Predictably nothing important. I'm also going slowly drifting towards the ground, so I better definitely go back to what I was doing. I turned one way, I'm now going towards Gladbach. Well, where? There is no enemy whatsoever in any direction. So I guess it will be an easy mission. But why does he smoke so much? It's normal apparently, probably due to the temperature. I'm not doing anything strange, below 27. Also the bombers are by now nowhere to be seen. That city in front of us is Crawford. What a nice sight. Just a P-51 Mustang smoking into the horizon. Why do you smoke so much? You damn thing. The plane model is great though. Very well modeled. And same are the cities. We've already spoken about that. What the fuck is happening? Ah, it's just the mouse. Yeah, I know. The headset took control of the mouse and made the visual spin. For a moment I thought we was in trouble. We're also deep in enemy territory by now. And also I've left behind the wingmates. And the bombers too. Let's try to scout around and find them again. Well, we can easily find the wingmates. I was meaning the bombers, but they're probably only halfway by now. No, this will be a long mission. They're nowhere to be seen. No objective either. The more I try to stream this, the more I want to go back to Warthunder. It's such an unpredictable game. You always end up flying this kind of mission. Let's keep ourselves occupied with some strafing. I do have unlimited ammo after all, and I picked it just for this reason. Straight for the target. Yeah, they're indeed just machine guns. But I lost completely control. I don't know what happened, guys. I'm sorry. Completely lost control. It didn't go back up. There was something wrong. Let's go to Warthunder. It doesn't work like this. There's too much waiting time. I bet it's boring for you. Yesterday I had the feeling, now I'm convinced of it. It works better as a game, and most of all it works better as a streamable game. This has too much dead times in it. I'm sorry, I just wanted to show you something different. It turned out boring. Good thing we have something to fold to. And and set in VR mode. Second time it happens. Also last time. I'm also getting doubtful about this, yes, to tell you the truth. It's the same often. Here he is. Coming up. Shall we go with the jets for a change? Yeah, let's fly the jets of Warthunder. It will also be quicker paced. Yeah, probably going downwards like that wasn't the best idea. The plane couldn't take it. That's also a more demanding game. You have to take these things into consideration. And load the controls. Import from file. Will be in the air in a second. Want to do the jets, as I said. No? Yeah, these ones. Simulator. Of course it's simulator mode. Wouldn't be us otherwise. The rare afternoon edition of Warthunder. Since I was risking of falling asleep with Sturmovik, and I can imagine the same was happening to you. Good thing I didn't post the stream on a Sturmovik group, otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it. But luckily today we're playing just for our own fun, as I was saying this morning. Change of route, so to say. So why aren't we spawning? Okay, waiting for data from the server. And I go with the usual LA-15. The trusty all, as they say. So the mission has just begun. Better, even better. We will have more easy targets to seek. And swiftly accelerating. I've learned it's not a wise thing to pull the stick too early in these things. Even though you don't have torque to worry about, you can bump your tail, thus breaking the airplane, and that's definitely not what we want. You see guys, I always come back to this game. It's a sign. I love to turn myself into a proper Warthunder streamer. There's no escape from this. Okay, let's patrol along the front lines. Seems like the best idea. I feel more at home. There's no helping that. Increase my details a bit, but you can't go very much higher in VR. Especially while you're streaming, so the cities still tend to do that thing. I see a couple of potential targets over there. We're flying actually parallel to the front lines, so we're still in full friendly territory. I don't know about these things, they're probably friendly. But there's a lot of stuff now that I see better though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes. You see how much closer spaced we are in this game compared to Sturmovik. Here you actually find your targets. Or should I tell you, at least I shot down a couple of planes before switching game. Maybe I should also write on the Facebook page what I'm playing well after this sort in any case. That's the friendly airfield. But why so many targets above it? I'm not that sure it's all friends. Let's start the checkup process. I'll check that one up. Nothing. Nothing here. What's this strange sound? Do I have Discord open or something? Oops, I shot. Nothing much. I'll go towards the actual enemy territory. It's the same map we was flying in Sturmovik, by the way. Yeah, that's Dortmund. Only we're now in jets, so it seems so much smaller. What's this beeping thing I keep hearing? Does not shut up happen. I don't know. Try not to shoot, please. This thing has so few bullets in it. These look interesting. Now we're flying Wuppertal. Watch out your speed. My god, I'm above 900. Be careful, be careful. These look fairly enemy-like. What do we have here? This is a couple of enemy planes, yes. That don't seem to know about me. No, wait a second, it's a friend chasing an enemy, okay. Mr. Arata. Mr. Japanese plane. What a chase it is. So low. Only slightly above the trees. Well, one thing you notice when you fly so low in Warthunder is how much it runs better than Sturmovik. It is after all a much older and lighter game, especially with this level of detail. That's more a problem for me that I'm streaming, but it's also a problem for everyone that plays in VR. You really need a beefy computer to do these kind of things in VR. Maybe we steal the kill from this AI control plane. It seems likely, because I'm actually the faster one. And he's also fast, but not as much as me. I'm gaining. And what a peculiar looking craft. What is that? No. He's shooting too. Still no. And now he got the kill. He got the kill. Okay, well, but I did contribute a little, I guess. I laid suppressive fire in a sense. Let's turn towards the enemy bases. They're not yet discovered. Maybe I can discover the enemy bases. That's the parachute from the guy. It's worth some points, mind you. If you do indeed discover the bases, you get some points. So let's scout ahead. We're watching our speed, by the way, because if you overfly 900 km/h, this thing breaks apart. And that's not a good thing by any stretch of the imagination. There's fighting going on. There is indeed fighting. I wonder if the color of the tracer's sting also applies to this tier of Warthunder. These were red tracers. That guy is looking like he's falling. And indeed he was. And he was a friend, so this is probably an enemy. That shot him down. Let's punish him. Maybe it will be my first kill. Maximum power ahead. It's a twin engine plane. But isn't that? It looks like a Me-262. Yeah, that's the plane we was flying yesterday. In Sturmovik, I believe. Well, it was. Yeah, it was the famed Squalb, the first fighter jet of aviation history built by the Germans at the very last time of the war. And down it goes. I mean, we're much more powerful in this, so it's to be expected. Destroy the bomber in 6-6. It's these guys, I believe. Wait a second, I see another target. And that's an easy target. It's another Me-262, I think. No, but it's wide. It's a wide plane, possibly twin engine. It's the same thing. To me, it looks like the same thing. Let's break a little. That's the enemy base, by the way. But in this tier, it's survivable. You're not dead as soon as you touch it, like the previous tiers. I mean, as soon as you get close. And another Me-262 bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. I will try not to overfly the base in any case, just to be safe. On the safer side. Guys, I don't know. Every time I come back to this game, it feels more right to stream. All the other flight simulators, I believe, will be boring for you watchers. That's nothing I can do about it. It's inherent in the genre, and the reason probably no one plays while streaming flight simulation games. They have so long waste of time that you can enjoy if you do like aviation, but can you really count on the average viewer to appreciate every single moment, even while doing nothing or seemingly nothing? This has more action. You're constantly shooting or hunting things. It's more fun. D4. Destroy the surveillance aircraft in D4. That's farther than the actual bombers I see there. Destroy the bombers G5. Yeah, they're going for their attack run. Now we're in a jet. Ooh, there's another Me-262. It's today the day of Me-262s. Everywhere you look. Heading straight for the bombers. That's the sound you make when you're intercepting, like an UFO basically. And down you go. There's a lot of them. Wait. I'll go for a strange maneuver like this. Now I'm starting to make strange noises. When you start to kill many enemies, it can happen, and we know something about that in the stream. No, I passed them. It's going much too fast for that. Yeah. No, it's not going to work like this. Not at all. Do they even have a rear gunner? Apparently they don't. No, it's not going to work. I have to do a proper second pass. Well, good thing they wasn't shooting me. What's that strange thing over the plane? There was something above the canopy, like maybe a front turret. Ah, the MiG-262 is coming for me. Well, it won't be able to maneuver much. I'm so much faster than these things. See, I was put in an earlier era battle, that's the reason it's so easy. Opening the air brake, I don't want to overshoot them again. And... no. Look at the power of this plane's guns. And look at the end, this guy is going to... BAM! This must be my day. And... oh, the MiG-262. But I shot down another bomber. That's crazy points, guys. 5 kills in 1 second. I'm going to earn all the money I need for unlocking the new American planes from this match. I guess I felt sort of an inspiration to switch to Warthunder again, and now I've been rewarded by it. The game just doesn't want to let me go. Hi Antwi, thank you for liking my post. This game doesn't want to let me go. I have to play Warthunder, and that's the truth of it. We're making a killing here. I could even go for another pass on the bomber, I guess, why not? They're basically sitting ducks from this plane's cockpit. I'll have to go and resupply soon in any case. This doesn't carry many ammo. And I probably shot them all by now. 6 kills, look at this, that's not bad. And here we come again for our little prey planes of today. I hope I have enough ammo to bring another one down, but honestly, I don't know. I shot so much already. I'll try to do it at the very last moment. Oh, deploying air brake. And I hit him. I missed him. I hit him! And that's 7 kills. Let's go for the 8 kill, I mean, why not? We might as well. No, I'm out of ammo. Okay. Well. 7 kills in one spawn isn't bad by any stretch of the imagination. I go and land. For the purpose of resupplying. Never easy to land in these beasts. Best match of the week. Deploying air brake again. Ah, it was already deployed, okay. Keep deploying it then, I guess. Where's my 7th kill? I saw him go down. Is it possible that I saw wrong? That thing is not going back to base. I don't think he can manage. Well, I'm still satisfied, I guess. Let's try to land with this thing. Where am I going? Oh, I broke the flaps. I broke them badly. Oh! But I recover control. Okay. Did I break also the... No, the gear is still good, but I'm going too fast now. I don't know how I survived this. I got a bit overconfident due to all the kills. Let's go another pass to the airport. Here's the 7th kill, by the way. Okay, the flaps are completely destroyed. I also broke something else. I wonder if that's meant to represent a wheel. What's another airfield? Ah, it put 2 airfields, basically one right next to the other. What a strange idea. And now we're going 380. I guess I can make the turn for the airfield. Yeah. Lowering the gear. Well, I'm a bit fast, to tell you the truth. I don't think I will have enough of an airfield, but let's try it. And I don't care for going center line. Doesn't make that difference in this game. Yeah, I made a mess. I knew I would. I got too confident. I got too confident, so I ruined my opportunity of going to double ace because now I died. That's a shame, but we can take off soon enough. Today has been the day of botched landings. Yesterday I always failed my takeoffs. Every day has its own. Let's take off from here, it's close to the objective. It's always hard to land in these planes. Ah, here's Mr. Arata in his MiG-15 bis. I also unlocked that thing, I think, but I haven't used it much. Nice red nose, by the way. It's like Rudolph. Goes with the season, I guess. We're following the reindeer of the match. I think I also got a red nose, by the way. No, I don't know. He can take off quicker than me. Yay! Heading for the objective now. What's he shooting at? That's not the MiG-15 that took off with me, right? No, I don't think it is. But that's indeed an enemy that almost hit me. My god, was that scary. Here he is. And I don't mean hit me with the guns. Ah, here's a radar. Okay, we have basically the entire assortment of nations of Warthunder against us on this map, so that's the reason we're meeting planes from strange eras. Where did that thing go? Damn it, I lost it! Let's gain altitude. I guess since we're flying the modern jet, we can easily do it. Was that it? It could be it. They're chasing one another. I wonder if Arata is the one behind. Now he's disappeared. Arata was a bot, so it's possible someone connected to my team and Arata disappeared, and thus will make that the enemy. Which I will chase. Would be crazy not to. Here you are. Ooh. It's a smaller target this time, of course. Should I? Maybe a bit more? Ah, almost. There's one behind me. Maybe he's trying to shoot the same guy. Who knows? If he's behind me, I'm dead in like 3 seconds. But I will try to take that guy with me. Look how it blends into the trees. Almost camo-like. No, what the hell? What the hell? I was so close to killing him. I damaged him, by the way, and probably scored from it. So my lucky streak is over, I guess. I'm also lowering the gear, not that it makes any difference. I actually did. Look how it goes. Yeah, my lucky streak is over. Or maybe actually good people connected to the game. Okay, let's take off again. What time is it, by the way? We still have some time in the stream. I will take off from F2. Look at that, I still have the 7 kills. What's that? What's that? being gentle with the stick. You have to accelerate as much as you can in the jets. Altitude is less important. The thing that is important is that you go very fast. Otherwise they can kill you just as fast, basically. Don't know any of these names. This is the the afternoon shift. I normally don't play Warthunder at this time. I'm going towards the objective and see what happens. That thing. Let's check that thing. Could be the one that killed me earlier, or maybe his friend I was about to kill. No, but the friend probably has gone back to repair. Yeah, it's an enemy strafing the friendly base. Indeed it is. So let's try and stop this debauchery. What is this? Another one doing the same. No, it's the friendly guarding plane, which is doing nothing about it, predictably. Earlier, if I wasn't jumped from behind by the other guy, I would have killed him, 100%. It was like he had 2 seconds of life. Now it's a challenge of engines, basically. I don't know if I can go as fast as him. But it seems so. It seems so. Now that it's turning, it's probably going to be even better for us. Okay, he knows absolutely nothing about me. Shall we? Another bit. Another bit. And he's strafing the ground troops. That cannot stand. That cannot stand. I didn't expect the maneuver though. No, I'm afraid I'm going to overshoot him. No, wait a second. No, I'm okay. Don't tell me there's another one shooting me. No. I guess it's almost time. Hit him, but he didn't die. What a lucky guy. But really luck old. No. I hit him, he didn't die. He's so lucky. No, that's not going to work. I have to accelerate more. And now he goes that way. Hit him again. Now it's battery damage. Shall we deliver the coup de grace? Misericord to you, my dear friend. Explode to the heaven for us also. Now I would have to land. I hope I don't break another Lavochkin 15. That's the name of the plane. 2,900 points. That was the only player I shot down since the beginning, by the way. But still, it's 8 kills, I mean. What is there to complain about? Trying to slow down more this time so I don't break the plane again. 400.
If we don't do something fast, the enemy will win.
300. Wait a second, that's an enemy I think. I'll have to accelerate again. Yeah, they're fighting above the airfield, as always. What I have in terms of ammo will have to be sufficient. That's the friend, so the enemy is one of these two. That's not the best situation, honestly. I have little ammo left. But can you really land while these guys patrol your own airfield? Absolutely not going to work. I will bet on the one behind. In my opinion, moves like an enemy. I feel like it. It's a hunch. And it is indeed an enemy. It's another German old-time jet. It's the Comet. Was it named the Comet? I think so. The one that is very small and wing-shaped. I have so little ammo. Hotas absolutely knows I'm here. By the way, he's maneuvering. That's how it looks. Here you are. Looks like a kite. Or a bird. Such a peculiar plane. Now he's aiming for the ground defenses. And that's a real shame, because I've been actually kill-stolen by the defenses. He kamikazed right into it. But that's on him, I guess. At least now he's out of the picture and I can finally land. With my limited assortment of ammo. Let's go full air brake and make a very tight turn. Let's see how easily I can brake my plane again. 350. 330. 330 is not too bad, but here come more enemies. I will never land on this blasted airfield. At least they look like enemies. No, that's the friend, okay. Okay, I guess. More time to slow down, even better. I shouldn't break the plane this time, but I better not say it too early. Now going 420, that's a bit too much. The hardest part of this tier in Warthunder is actually landing the plane. Lower the gear. Well, at least in Warthunder simulation mode it is. Shall we try and... No, I think I'll break the flaps if I lower them. I'm also going too fast, by the way, again. But it's not as bad as before. Touchdown. Well, it's not an immediate death. Let's see if it's a slower death. Try to turn a bit. Brake. I'll definitely run out of the base. But that's kind of always happens. Look at this guy, he really wanted a piece of me. And actually, he's killed me. Well, at least I didn't break the plane personally. This time I was strafed during landing. 3,000 points. That's the divider, when you can start calling it a pretty decent match. Oh, it's a Frenchie. You Frenchie guy. Let's go with a different plane. I'll pick the Yak now. Yak 30, that is. Not the World War II Yak. It is an heavier plane. Takes longer to accelerate, but once it's in the air, it's also, I believe, a bit faster. They're all over the base. It's typical of jet gameplay. They no longer fear the guns, you see, so they keep coming and coming. No one cares for the objective at this point. Basically, it's all base camping all the time. Many people don't like playing for this reason the higher tiers of Warthunder, but I do enjoy them from time to time. I'm still speaking about simulation mode, of course. Action mode is different. Let's go to the objective. I'll also check that thing over there. See that little spot in the sky? It seems very far, but with these kind of jets, you never know. It could be here in a flash. But these are probably the AI defenders of the base. I won't give it much attention. What is this strange sound? I must have kept a chatting application open, I don't know. Sometimes it does. Blue, blue. It's like when you're in the car and the car makes a strange noise. It's driving me mad. Not like I can fix it while I'm there. Defend the bombers, E5. It's close to my position. No, destroy the bombers. It seems strange we had to defend bombers in enemy territory. Did they just spawn? So that's the objective, but we also have a lot of people around us. Well, I think I may as well head for the bombers. Seems like the safer bet. I'm going 470 at the moment, but also losing speed. That's the rare score. Well, it's a brought me look going for the bomber up to now. These are the same bombers as before. They will be basically very easy to kill. The Med-262 don't worry me too much, they will take ages to position between me and the target. But if there are enemy players in the zone, that's bound to be a problem. These are the Med-262, I believe. They went so much down, that doesn't worry. Here's one of the bombers. Opening air brake, I want to slow down. I'll accelerate more. I don't know if I can already shoot. No, I don't want to waste ammo. Sucks, man. Second one. It's bombing. Okay, that's one already on fire. Let's not waste ammo. The bombers are bombing, I guess. I'll follow them. Okay, remove the air brake, accelerate. that one's going down. I mean, it's on fire. Swiftly approaching. No. Yes, I think I shoot the other one. Yes, indeed. This I missed. And there. Okay. Still alive? That's an enemy, okay. Possibly player control. No dangers behind? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It's the Comet. I can go faster than him, but I don't know about turning capabilities. With the lag we will be even, but this is the yak. Here you are. These are fun to chase. I thought that one the other day it was also fun to chase. They maneuver really well. It's 100% a player, by the way. No, missed him just briefly. Was so close, damn it. And now it's gone again. It basically turns in place. It doesn't need much space at all. Here you are. Here you are. What did he do? I think he made a mistake. Let's see if I can catch up now. I should be faster in theory. But now he turns again, okay. Good, because apparently I wasn't faster. And now I'm coming into alignment. accelerate, accelerate. The thing can go fast. I wouldn't have expected it. No shit, they're shooting me. I'm also out of ammo, this sucks. It sucks. He's safe. Got the best of me. Is this the friendly airfield, by the way? No, it's the enemy one. Can you imagine that? Now I'll have to try and get back to base, but it's going to be difficult. He actually lured me pretty well. And I'm completely out of ammo. Because this thing carries so little ammo. Let's see if he can go as fast as me. I'm also leaking both fuel and oil. I don't think he can go as fast as me, but we will soon know. Now accelerate more, and more, and more. Swiftly returning to base. Also, I'm just now noticing it's 4:28. I guess I will have to end the stream after this sortie, guys. Starting to thank you already, because actually I had intended to stream a different game, so it was a change of plans. But I don't know when I will try to do it again. Sturmovik is very unpredictable. Very, very. Sometimes you can have fun sessions, other times it's all waiting and waiting. And even despite that we had 50 players on the server, in the end it turned out like that, so I went back to the more familiar game. And much better for it. I mean, it was an amazing session. I got 11 kills, 3 deaths, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll even post it to Facebook like some other people do. Be sure to like it if I do. Going back to base. I love to land because it's better for the credits earnings. And now we know the true fans. Thank you for staying to the very end. I'll try to land. Let's see if I can. I believe the guy is still chasing me. This was my best match of the day, for sure, maybe even the week. In terms of earnings, that is. Let's bring it back safely to base. No, we won't, because he's behind me. Chased me all the way back. Really wants a piece of me, and in the end he got it. Good for you, Mr. Beat Up. Oh, he stopped that. Well played indeed. Well played, well played. We won't take it personally. Yeah, it was the same guy. Too bad I ran out of bullets. This was a fun match, come on. In the end, a good conclusion to the streaming day. I'm going to give you a bigger camera to say goodbye. It's also gotten dark. Let's see the score. Oh, 46,000 credits. 1900 RPs. And I'll probably earn a bit more when the mission ends. Unfortunately, I won't be able to be there for that. In any case, I'll be back tomorrow morning same time to play something that is not one of the more slow simulators. I'm not yet chosen what. This is very likely the game, but I'm not sure about it. We'll see. In the meantime, ciao from Italy and see you soon. Thank you as always for watching. Bye bye.